Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Stranger Things Season 3 Episode 1, Suzie, Do You Copy? This is the first time I've reacted to Stranger Things on my channel, but I've been watching it since it came out. It's a brilliant show, as everyone knows who's watched it. I love these characters so much, and the way the story's crafted together is always brilliant, and I'm really optimistic that Season 3 is going to be just as good as the last two. And I can't wait to get started. My current plan is to binge the show over the next couple of days, and then my reactions will be coming out once a week, probably every Wednesday, but it'll be whatever day you're watching this video will be once a week on this day. There will be a new Stranger Things reaction for me. And yeah, I'm really excited to get to react to this show and to watch this brilliant show. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. Amarin. So creepy scientists are still running around being creepy scientists. I would say, have you learned nothing but the military, science, creepy things? Of course they've learnt nothing. Nothing other than the fact that they could maybe use all this terrible stuff. Why would you? Oh. Well, Stranger Things. I mean, it wouldn't be Stranger Things if there weren't scientists making everything worse for the rest of the world, but you know, you could dream that we were going to get season 3 of everyone just having a good time. I hope you all die. Okay, I don't hope, but it would kind of be what you deserved. Lovely! Oh. Good job. Prosthetics does explain. I was thinking the uniforms didn't look like US uniforms. Maybe they haven't learnt because they've just seen what the US... Well, maybe they've just seen some spying on the US, but they're also working on it, same as the US is working on it. That's wonderful. This theme music just immediately just pulls you straight in. If you weren't already in Stranger Things, it just does it for you. There's Eleven's bedroom. Yes. I'm glad they're as cool as ever.
You don't like it? No.
Hey! Hey!
What's wrong?
You're fooling no one.
It was like a tomato.
Yeah, fat tomato.
Gosh, all these children are just having such happy, wonderful lives at the moment, and it's all gonna go to hell again. They don't deserve it.
Hey, Dingus, your children are here.
Your children.
Yeah, seriously? That's weird.
Is this just a normal power cut, or is it like an ominous, upside down power cut? Is it forming into a creature? Oh no! Oh, they didn't destroy it. Because is that what was in Will last season, who we meant to think? Or is that just something from the upside down? You're right, Will. Can he sense that? Oh no. Is it coming looking for him again? Or just anyone to be a host?
You okay?
They're such supportive friends.
You sure?
Oh, this was in the trailer. They're mean friends after everything they've been through. The hairspray you got from Steve. Yep. Oh no. The 80s was a dark time if anyone could ever find hair like that attractive. He is your child's age.
Cerebro. What is her name is Suzie? Suzie with
Do you copy Suzie?
Thanks.
Just let it go, Steve.
First day here. Screw company policy.
Oh my god, you're a whole new man.
Anybody?
He is.
Romantic.
It's gross. It's bullshit.
It's
I
kids.
just got home.
It's kids. It's okay, Will. I mean, it's probably not okay, but it's all gonna be okay. Oh, Stranger Things.
Why couldn't we just play D&D?
Oh, Will. So what are they gonna pick up instead of Suzie? I mean, it depends that she's also got her set up, or hasn't set hers up hours ago and then gone inside, you know. I'm still really sad about him.
Funny, don't you think?
Is the picture gonna fall off the fridge again? Oh no, is he like still here? Is he on the other side, the upside down somehow? Time to investigate the season's mystery. Just do it. Remember, whatever they say, don't get mad. They're making it very hard not to get mad, but don't get mad.
Are you
lying piece of shit!
You need to have more respect towards adults, Mike, even if they're being very, very strange.
See you real crazy.
This is not the way Joyce wanted it to go.
You disrespect.
Maybe tomorrow we can play D&D.
He just wants to play D&D. I'll play it with you.
Yeah.
Is he picking up on the Russian broadcasting?
Is that you?
Where's you? Правда?
No! I can't lie, I could do without this plotline. Like, it was kind of ridiculous funny last season, like, the whole scene of it, but, like, he's the same age as Nancy, and she's a grown woman, and he's just also gross. Like, ugh, I don't know.
Hey.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. What did he hit? Like a upside down creature? Is it going to possess him?
No.
At least when it was inside Will, it was inside a good person. You hit something, it's not the car's fault. Ugh.
Hey,
It's gonna be my first jump scare.
I said who's there?
Another one! I think I get more tense when I care about the character involved. Welcome to the main plot of Stranger Things. You were not really part of it last year. Is he so? It's possessing him now, right? Or is he gonna be dead? That was a really good first episode. I like that we kind of just mostly got an episode of just checking in with the characters and seeing where their lives are this year later. And then the mystery's obviously going to get more and more involved and worked into their lives and ruining all their happy times. I'm not a huge fan of the plotline between Karen and Billy because it's just weird. It was kind of like funny because it was so ridiculous, like the moment of it last season, but I'm glad that Billy is now possessed or dead or something so that we hopefully will not see any more of that. I really like the fact that the kids are just kids. You know, the way they interact with each other, the way they interact with adults. They're just, the things they do as kids. Like, Elle and Mike are very much two kids who are experiencing their first love and they kind of can't see that they're neglecting their friendships along the way and they're just lost in their, like, puppy feelings for each other. And then Mike is obviously quite disrespectful towards adults, but then I guess when you look at his parents, I mean, I guess you can kind of see that, like, his role models haven't taught him not to be, and I guess having been through what they've been through with Hopper, you kind of, they fought monsters with on the same level, so maybe you kind of view them as equals, but I think Mike was being very disrespectful. Then Hopper was also doing that thing that TV dads do of ridiculously overreacting. I can see why he wouldn't be particularly comfortable. Because are they like 13, 14, 15, 13, yeah, 13, 14-ish, the kids? So they're quite young to be doing all this stuff. I'm really bad at placing how old they are. I've got no idea how much time has passed since the beginning or how old any of them are. But yeah, like I can see why he wouldn't be thrilled by it. But it's not that hard to sit down and have a talk with them. But then at the same time, he had a daughter to not a teenager and then she died and now he's picked up a teenager. So kind of I get why he's not maybe as prepared to do so. And, you know, I think the thing to do would have been when Mike was being really rude when they were sitting on the bed, would have been to then be kind of like a bit cross and a bit like, you would be like, we're having a conversation, that's not respectful, and then try to have a conversation, not the whole thing with like your grandmother's dying and like, he kind of went a little too far in that way, but hopefully it will make Mike at least respect him. So I think it was played for laughs a little bit, but yeah, I think Hopper still has some parenting work to be doing, but I enjoy the way the kids are with each other, and I do feel sorry for Dustin because it kind of feels like he's been away for a month, but they've all got different priorities. But at the same time, I mean, you've got to understand that if you drag your friends on a giant hike up a hill to build your tower, and then hours later nothing has happened, they are going to want to go home. I did think maybe they could have offered to help him take it all down, because I assume they're on public property, he can't just leave that up there. But yeah, I think I do feel sorry for him, and Will definitely is still feeling different from all the others, and I feel like maybe this season might actually be going to explore a little bit about Will beyond his effects of the Upside Down, but at the same time he keeps sensing the Upside Down monster things, so maybe not. But I really care about all of these characters a lot, and I'm intrigued about the fact that Dustin was listening in on some Soviet codes, but I doubt he will be able to understand what they said, but I wonder what impact all that's going to have, because obviously the Soviets are doing what the Americans were doing in Hawkins, so how is all this going to come into play? And then you've got kind of back to like checking in with their lives. Obviously there's a new mall, which we saw, where Steve now works, and he needs to try and get his life on track, or even just feel better about himself and who he is. But I like the fact that she referred to them as his kids, obviously. They are his kids. And then you got Nancy and Jonathan, who both work at the Hawkins Post. I guess Jonathan's the photographer, and because he's a guy, a white guy, they love him and he's their darling, and they view Nancy as just the little coffee girl. So I do hope this season's going to show Nancy being able to prove to them, at least a little bit, that, you know, she's more than that. But it was the 80s and things, you know, things are a lot better now, but we are not even all the way there yet. So I don't have too much hope for her, but I think if she can find a place to feel good about herself and feel confident in her life choices, then I'll be very happy for her moving forward. And I'm glad she's still with Jonathan. We also saw Hopper is in love with Joyce, and Joyce is still dealing with the loss of Bill. Oh no, it's not his name. Oh my god. I've forgotten his name. I cried when he died last season. Her last boyfriend. I am a terrible person because his name is literally on the tip of my tongue and it's just gone. And his picture that Will drew keeps falling off the fridge. What is going on with that? Is he somehow still here? Like, yeah, like what is it with that? Everything the fridge keeps knocking down, and it was the magnet over the superhero picture that was doing it, so I'm very intrigued by that. So then we've also got, it looks like the monster thing that was inside of Will seems to still be flying around. It could turn out that it's a different one, but I'm pretty sure it's the one that was inside of Will. And has it now possessed Billy, or was that something else happening to him? But yeah, that is still out there. Will can sense it, and I just want Will to rest. I want all of the kids to rest, but Eleven and Will, I feel like I just want, like, you know, let them just be calm and rest and happy. And Elle's definitely had that this summer. She doesn't seem to be aware of any shenanigans going on, whereas Will is very much, at least now, aware of things going on. But yeah, I really, really care about these characters, and I'm excited and scared for them, but I can't wait to see where it goes next. So yeah, thank you for watching.